The World That Lost One. Chapter 1. Episode 2. Most rounds ended with little change. Scraps shifted hands. Small stacks rose, fell, and rose again. But sometimes one pile kept growing. Bread gathered in front of a few hands in uneven stacks. Not one piece. Not two. Some did not slow down. They picked up 2 squares at a time. 3, dropped them into their mouths whole. Tay had never seen anyone eat that way. In a stain, food was scarce. Bread was taken a thumbnail at a time, chewed slowly, held in the mouth until the taste thinned. Slow chewing fooled the stomach, made less feel like enough. But the big winners did not chew. They swallowed quickly and reached for more. Crumbs clung to their lips. Their jaws worked without pause. For a moment, they did not look hungry. That day, Tay gathered his courage and climbed the crates carefully, placing his weight on the corners so they would not shift. He waited until Lina's eyes rose from the table to him. "I want today's share," he said. Dash turned first. "Mind your mouth, little bastard. Address Lina properly." Tay swallowed. "May I have today's share?" he asked. "You get paid at the end of the game," Lina said. "That's the rule." He knew. He paused. "I always bring the egg back whole," he said. "I've never caused trouble. You pay me now or later. It is the same." Dash's face hardened. He waved him off. "You don't bargain with Lina. Get down before I throw you down." Tay did not move. "I'll take 3, he said. Dash stepped forward, reaching for him. Tay stepped back, steadying himself. "If you advance it," he said, "you only need to pay me 3 scraps instead of 4. Please, I want to play." Lina watched him. One corner of her mouth curved slightly. Interesting. She did not look at Dash. "Give him 3. Dash looked at her a moment longer than necessary. Then he pulled Tay down from the crates and led him to the chest. He counted out 3 squares and placed them in Tay's palm. The circle shifted to let him through, not out of kindness, but curiosity. A 9-year-old with bread was a rare animal. Tay carefully laid 1 scrap down, as if it might bruise. The square sat along the rim of the wood, aligned with a thin crack that ran across the table. He pressed it once with his fingertip, a small act of order in a room that never kept any. "I'm on dancer," he said. The dancer had won twice already. The others had begun to lean toward him even before Tay spoke. The boy's shoulders were narrow, but his wrist was strong. When he spun, the egg seemed to flicker, as if it wanted to dance for him. The nickname had stuck. This afternoon he was bright with attention. Skell glanced at Tay, at the scrap by the rim, at his small hands. "First bet ever, huh, lad? Good luck." He was waiting to see what hunger would make the boy do. "Close," Lina said. The word was not loud, but the circle tightened. Hands withdrew. The air thinned. The roller was the first to spin. He rolled his shoulders, as if loosening them for a throw. He set the egg upright. Lina turned the hourglass. Sand slipped down in a thin, indifferent stream. The roller gave the egg a clean, confident twist. It caught the wood and began to sing. It did not shiver the way most spins did. It traveled across the slab in a clean arc, its shell bright against the gray. The sound it made was thin, metallic, almost secretive. No wobble. Not yet. The room leaned with it. Tay felt the hum in his teeth. The egg crossed nearly the entire table before its balance thinned and broke. It tipped with a small, private sound. Dash sealed the glass and announced, 19. The number struck the room like a thrown stone. For an instant there was disbelief. Then the children erupted. The shout was raw, not joy exactly, But relief sharpened into noise. A count of 19 was rare. It meant bread might move. Tay's throat went dry. "Open," Lina said. The word loosened them again. Scraps slid forward, scraping wood. The pile before Roller swelled. Boys who had chosen differently shifted, calculating, abandoning earlier faith. Tay felt his heart pounding. He thought someone would turn and accuse him of making the sound. 2 scraps lay in his palm. 19 was high. Too high. The chance of beating it was thin as the last line of sand in the glass. He knew it, though he could not have explained how. He had watched long enough to feel the math in his bones. If he bet 1 scrap on Roller and Roller won, he could leave the round with what he had. The older boys did this. But if he was wrong, he would lose both scraps. He stared at the bread in his hand. He imagined it already in his mouth. Whole. Close. The word cut him through like a snapped string. His hand froze mid-lift. Too late. End of episode 2. 1 scrap was already gone. 2 remained in Tay's hand. Would he protect them? Would he risk them? Or would hunger make the choice before he could? And before supper, when the egg had to leave Lina's room whole, would Tay still be able to return it? Subscribe to continue the story.